Everyone. Welcome to our August Provider Resource Fair. This month, we're focusing on educational resources to prepare for back to school. If any of the youth that we're working with need a non-traditional approach for school or vocational training. So we'll be highlighting Samantha from the Ocean County Achievement Center and Darrell from Strengthening Community College's training grant, where they'll both share more about the resources available to youth in Ocean County. So we're going to get started with Samantha through the Achievement Center. So you could share your screen and take it away.
Thank you so much. I am going to share my screen. Hopefully it does go well for me.
Yep, it looks good
Can you
on
guys
our
see
end.
it? Perfect. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet with this because we do have a lot of programs, but I'm going to go through them as quickly as I can because I don't want to take any time away from Darrell because I know his grant is amazing as well. Um, So we're the Ocean County Achievement Center. We're located in Building 4 on the Ocean County College campus. So we offer a variety of programs. Some of our programs have ended, like our digital literacy grant, as well as our adult transition grant, which is on a pause, but I'll talk about that when I get there. So we offer the Title II grant, which is the Adult Education Civics Workforce Preparation Program. It's offered for young adults 16 to 17 and adults 18 plus. The age goes all the way up to essentially 99 years old. There's no limit to it, just the minimum age is 16 with a parent's consent form. So what we offer is ESL, high school diploma preparation, as well as workforce preparation, skills and development, and then our integrated education training certificates. For our high school diploma classes, the next round of classes starts in October. Caitlin, I'll send you the dates of that just so that you have that so you could send this out. For a high school diploma, if there's any students that you guys feel would benefit from these classes, I highly recommend sending them as soon as possible before the October dates because we start calling people in September to get them signed up, get them pre-tested, and ready to go with orientation and registration. This program is 10 weeks, twice a week, usually Mondays and Wednesdays, 3 hours a day. So it's usually 6 to 9 at night. As of right now, we're only offering at night. So if there's any transportation issues or anything like that, just a heads up, we don't offer any type of transportation. We do obviously have the public bus that drops off on campus right in front of our building, but I always like to say that up front because sometimes the timing isn't always right for everybody. We also have the integrated education training courses. This has just been recently updated, so this is what will be offered in the next round of classes. It would be the medical management specialist, the certified electronic health records, as well as the certified medical administrative assistant. And I believe right now we're running our Microsoft Office specialist as of right now. And it's the same run of courses. This is for individuals that are studying English as a second language. So it would be 2 days a week of English classes, and then the third day it would be the integrated education training. So it would be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as of right now. Still the same time. It's 6 to 9 for the ESL, and then for the integrated training, I believe it's 6 to 10. They get that extra hour just for that preparation because of medical terminology. They use a whole hour for the medical terminology. This is just some of the trips that we were able to go on with our ESL classes. I always like to say Dr. Monaco is a big fan of helping us get to Broadway any way, shape, or form. She invited us into her home to discuss the English on Broadway, which was amazing. It was a great experience for our students to be able to go to her house as well as discuss this amazing play that she sent us on. These are some of the events that we always hold. We always hold the multicultural family literacy event where students can bring their families and bring them in, have a great time, have pizza, enjoy all the wonderful things, and earn prizes, as well as our end of the year holiday gathering. We also offer the Work Readiness Assistance Program. Oh, did it just go black for you guys?
Yes, it did.
Oh, there we go. I
There
don't
you
know what
go. Yep.
happened. That was so weird. Um, our work readiness assistance program is as of right now 4 days a week, 9:30 to 3 for 10 weeks, and it's for ages 16 to 24. I highly recommend this for any student that is between those ages, because it's more beneficial. It's their age range. They'll be with students that are their same age and kind of they form like a little bit of a community within it, so I always recommend it. During these 10 weeks, they get the career exploration, the leadership development. They do community resourcing as well as on-the-job learning, post-secondary exposure, and assistance in finding and maintaining employment. During these 10 weeks, they also are able to learn skill identification. They learn about personalized careers as well as specialized careers and healthcare, technology, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and customer service and hospitality. We do have a leadership week, which is our only week. That's 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And that's so that they're able to learn their own little soft skills and their goals that they want to achieve during this time. And we also do our community service during that week, which is also, oh, I'm so sorry. During also this time, they're able to volunteer at JBJ Soul Kitchen, which we try to do every 10 weeks. If Joanne allows us to come every 10 weeks, sometimes she's a little busy, but Joanne's amazing over there. She gets us in every time. We also offer a wide range of certificates for these RAP kids. We do CPR, customer service and sales, bloodborne pathogens, teen mental health first aid, OSHA, cyber safety, and Microsoft Office. And then this is what the schedule would look like. I will send Caitlin this PowerPoint so that you could show any families that may be interested that this is exactly what they'll be learning each week. These are some of the trips that they have gone on and participated um, in the coming weeks that we have done. And this is our adult transition center. As of right now, the grant is on a pause. For right now, we're waiting to see what funding is going to look like as of right now, but it's normally 3 days a week, depending on the participants, what days work best for them. And it's usually ages 18 to 24. They have their own space in the library that they'll able to have sensory tables, their own personalized computers, like in the picture, quiet corners, everything that they will need. Um, they go over the topics of workplace readiness, obtaining and maintaining meaningful employment, financial literacy, digital literacy, resume writing, and interview skills during this time. And they also attend a lot of the trips with the RAP students, which always goes extremely well. This is our ESL fee for service. This is genuinely new. As of right now, it is ending in January, but I still want to promote it because we still have one round of classes left. So the registration is $100 non-refundable. The classes are $350. There is no documentation needed for these classes, just that's the biggest thing, that the reason we wanted to do these classes as well is, and also that we had a very, very long wait list for our free ESL classes that we do offer. Um, they have 4 different levels. It's beginner, low beginner, high beginner, and low intermediate as of right now. It's the same as our free ESL classes. It's 2 days a week, 3 hours for 10 weeks for each level. So each time they will test, they will see where they are in their levels and see how they move through the classes. And these are just some of the job and resource fairs that we've hosted and that our students participate in. And then, as always, our high school diploma as well as RAP students get to participate at the end once they earn their high school diploma, their own graduation that we host on the Ocean County College campus. The only one that's missing, I believe, is this past year's, because we still haven't gotten our photos yet, so I couldn't put it in. But it was a really amazing turnout. The students had the best time, so it's always good for them to look forward to at the end. And then if you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can email us or call us directly. But I'll send out my info as well with Caitlin so she has all of that, including our flyers. You guys have any questions?
Perfect. Um, so I had a quick question. So say a youth, maybe they're interested in the RAP program, but they have an IEP. would those accommodations be able to be met, or would that be something that you guys would look at before the intake?
So we meet those all of our students where they're at. So if they come in with a 504 and IEP, those get sent right to our partners at PIC, and they help evaluate what accommodations they will need in the classroom, how we can help them to the full success of being successful in the classroom, as well as in a workplace or any path that they want to take. So we're able to accommodate them.
Great. And then just to clarify, so the Title II program, there's the high school equivalency classes at
Mhm.
night.
Yes.
And then for RAP, do they also at the end take the high school equivalency, like after the at 10 weeks?
Yes. So our RAP grant is getting renewed. So there's going to be a lot of changes to the RAP program. Once they come through and everything is moved around and changed, I'll send out the new information. But as of right now, once they're done with the RAP program, they'll move right into the Title II program to do their high school diploma classes for the best. I believe it's like the best path, honestly, personally, is for them to do the RAP program and then move right into the Title II, just because it gives them those extra skills before they get into the high school diploma. And that way they know their goals before they move on and either go to vocational school, right into employment or college. They know their path before they're completed.
Absolutely. It really sets them up for success. Any other questions for Samantha and the Achievement Center? Yeah, Mabel.
Yeah, I have a question. I have a case right now. It's a juvenile youth, and he can't be doing any work or anything like that on technology, but he's looking to get his high school diploma. Is there any way you guys accommodate with that regarding that, like for him to complete it, but without being using the computer?
So what would happen is that we would try to accommodate it in the best of our abilities, and we have had cases like that in the past. It just needs to be like upfront and forward right before they enroll. So right at enrollment, at registration, we need to know what the restrictions are. That way we're able to accommodate the best that we can. And even if it's not like all of the certificates as of right now, even if it's afterwards and they're able to use the technology afterwards, they're always welcome to do those certificates like again. So even if they can't meet that right now, they can meet that later.
Okay, so for the high school diploma, you guys could try to like work with that, whatever they have the restriction. Okay,
Yes. The
thank
only
you.
thing is I will say is that for the testing, they do have to take the test online on a computer. So that's the only thing I will say. It's all digital. So when they're ready to take the test, that's going to be like a hill that you guys would have to go over with any type of exemptions to the
Okay,
technology.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lori.
I have a question too regarding the program. So on the website, there's like an interest form kind of thing, and I helped the family like fill it out
Mhm.
like a month ago, and they said they hadn't heard anything. And you mentioned earlier that you'll reach out to the families in like September-ish. Is that right?
So, as long as the interest form was sent to the Achievement Center email, then we can reach out right away, just letting them know, hey, they're on the wait list. Hey, come in and speak with us, and we'll finish the forms. As long as it was sent to the Achievement Center email, it should be they should have received an email. If not, please send it again so that we can reach out to that family.
It was like the interest form on the website.
Yes, so that has to be downloaded, filled out, and then emailed to the Achievement Center.
Okay. It wasn't a download thing though. I don't want to take too much time away. It's
Mm.
okay.
That's fine. I could always look into that, but if anything, I can totally send it to Caitlin. That way you can have it to send to us.
Okay, thank you.
No
Yeah, you
problem.
could definitely send that over to me after this, along with anything else that you want disseminated to our care managers. And I could put in the little blurb that make sure that you send the interest form to the Achievement Center directly. So I'll make sure that's clear.
God bless you.
Uh, Anything else for Samantha? All right. Thank you so much. I'm looking
Yes,
forward to getting all that info out and definitely just reach out to us with any updates too in the future.
of course.
Thanks, Samantha. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to move over to Darrell to talk about the Strengthening Community College grant that he runs also through OCC. So I see you have the presentation. Take it away.
All right. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Like Caitlin said, my name is Darrell Marsh. I am the outreach specialist for the SEC 5 grant here at Ocean County College. Essentially, the DOL gave us a grant that we use to push health certifications. So we target anyone that's interested in getting, well, it doesn't matter what frame of life you're in. You can be a retiree, you can be a new applicant to the workforce, doesn't really matter. The only specification I would really drive home is that somebody that most likely wouldn't be eligible is someone that's making like 80 to $100,000 and just wants to add a certification to their resume. Um, but pretty much the process will go through anyone that's interested, they would reach out and I've sent over the form. So they would scan the QR code and then it would take their basic demographic information and that would go to my teammate Noelle and then she would set up a meeting with them. But just how we went through the course of devising this plan of these certifications is the goal was to create a level basis on what we consider as a good job. So, well, relatively, what that means is that we wanted applicants in Ocean County to have a growth potential in the field that they're looking for, which one we picked was the health field. So we look at that as the ability to have advanced growth in your skill set, so you're not just stuck in one pillar in a job that you can diversify. So our certifications are stackable as well. So if you come in, for an example, and you want to be a phlebotomist, that's about a 2 month program. You come in, do that, see that, it's servicing you well. You also are talking to other coworkers and you're like, oh, you're a medical assistant, you're a PCT. You can always come back through the grant and get your PCT license or your medical assistance license as well. So that was one of the goals of what we were thinking in regards to it. The reason why we are pushing, some of the reasons why we push the certifications are they are a short duration compared to an associate's degree or bachelor's degree. Once you have completed once you have completed the classes, some of these certifications come with an externship. So depending on what certification you pick, once those are completed, you then can sit down for your test and be certified once you pass it, and then you can go right into the business that you picked. So it's low cost. There's great growth opportunities there, and it gets you at a median salary and has the opportunity to come back, like I said. And we look at it as like a pathway program. So the hope is that you see where this certification has gotten you, but you're trying to upgrade yourself along the way as well. And we have counselors here that can help push that incentive to where you want to go. This is just showing that the healthcare field since the 1990s, over in the COVID years, has seen positive trajectory, and we're back on track as well for that positive trajectory since COVID. So it's just showing. And then in Ocean County, 1 in every 5 workers is involved in the health industry. So it's a continual growing industry. And like I tell my students that are interested in the programs, it's going to be around for a while because as we know, the boomers are hitting that threshold now. So they'll be coming in. They're going to need to be in long-term, short-term facilities. They're also going to be going to the hospital a lot more because of old age and what ramps up with that. So it's definitely a growing industry. And then these are our eligibility participants. So new, like I said previously, new to the workforce. So that's your GED program. That's your high school graduates. We have dislocated workers. Those are people that have been terminated. Maybe their job had to let them go for whatever reason. and employed workers, part time, full time, whatever it may be. Maybe you're a full-time waitress, but you want to lock down real 9 to 5 hours, and you want the growth potential there. So now you want to do a change, and you want to see some growth potential. So, like I said, pretty much the people that wouldn't be eligible is anyone that's making a significant amount of money. Essentially, practically everybody that has met those small criteria of this level has made it into our program. Uh, and yeah, so and then some of the health certifications that we offer is phlebotomy, um, EKG technician, PCT, which is patient care technician, medical billing and coding, and medical assistant. The medical billing and coding is the only pure online class that we have. So that's 10 months asynchronous. There's nothing that you can do to speed up that process. It goes from one thing to the next. So they have cohorts within that you go through, but there are some of the certifications have two two opportunities, two windows of time. So some students may need to pick in the morning, and then some will base it upon in the afternoon, depending on their schedule. So there are some different variations of scheduling opportunities there as well. That gets predicated though on a semester basis. So right now we are in the fall. We are enrolling for our fall semester currently, which would start off the top of my mind, I'm losing it, but it's sometime, I wouldn't say like the 8th of September, somewhere in there that we're taking. So we are still taking. If some people feel as though that's too short of a window of time, then we our open registration for the spring will be in October. And this is just a track we're talking about in regards to like pathways, if they can see themselves starting here and ending up here. And then this is showing the average salary in New Jersey for these certifications. So there's some viability there. Some of the some of the students that we work with are nursing students. Ocean County College is big on their nursing program, but in the midst, you can do that as well as this at the same time, which then gets you into a long-term care facility. And some of the benefits of being there is depending on if you're in a long-term care or a hospital, they will provide tuition reimbursement if you're a full-time employee. So you're killing two birds with one stone. And these are just requirements of the programs. Like I said, that I went to. I'm not going to kill it over because we're short on time. So it's essentially how this works is so there's two. So I'm gonna give an example. Medical billing and coding is a $5,500 certification cost. If so, through us, depending on the certification that you pick, we'll give you a certain amount. I think that is allotted for 1,500. So they would get 1,500 from us. They're also, if they're an Ocean County resident, they can receive another 2,500 from the Ocean Foundation. They have a different set of criteria for us. Those are, you have to be an Ocean County resident. You have to be able to show that you have a GPA of 2.5, whether that be from college or high school. You have to have a household that has makes a less than 100,000, and then you just have to write a 250-word essay stating what you would use the funds for and why it's beneficial to you. All of our students that apply for that, most of them meet those eligibility requirements, so they receive both forms of funding. And then the last of it, that $1,000 can be put on a payment plan as well. The difference between our certifications and FAFSA though is because we are a certifications program, they can't use FAFSA. So that's the only thing. And then yeah, that's pretty much the basis of the presentation. If anybody, and we also have some Google courses as well. So I know that you guys work with younger, 16 around there. So are these Google courses? I believe off the top of my head, they have to be 13 years old, in order to participate with this, but this is all coming from Google. So essentially, Google runs the program, and we just are on the back end to it. So if the applicant is viable from both of the scholarships that we our grant and the scholarship, the Ocean Foundation scholarship I was telling you about, we give 250 for this, and the Ocean Foundation gives 500. So it would be $250 that they would have to cover, but they would get certified in one of these courses. So some of the popular ones are the Google Cybersecurity and the Google Data Analytics. Those are two popular ones, and Python as well. So if you have any questions, I can answer them for you.
These are just such great options for some of the youth that we're working with that are in that transition period. Maybe traditional college isn't for them. They want something a little more like faster, a little bit more hands-on. This is just such um, a good option for them. I see that under the requirements, it states like high school diploma slash GED, aside from the Google courses. If say a youth received their GED at maybe 16 or 17, would they be
They'd be
a
able to.
candidate?
They can do. So we do have people. We do have some students that are in the midst of getting their GED. So you can do both. It's just when you have to sit for your certification test, you have to have your diploma or GED. So when you're sitting for, so let's say you know that you're going to get your GED in 2 months, and you know that you're going to be sitting for your test in 6 months, then you're fine. You can do both at the same time. You just want to be able to you just want to be able to get your pass your certification test. You have to have that GED or a high school diploma.
That's really good to know. And so I have already the flyers that you sent with the QR code that gets anyone interested connected with you guys. But if we're working with a youth and say they're interested, but they don't know maybe what they're interested in or what their options are you guys able to like walk them through the different programs and sit
Yeah.
with them and help them like kind of make their decision?
100%. So Noelle, my teammate, who that QR code information gets scanned to, she would sit down with them and walk them through if they need a session to be walked down on what certification path they're looking for. Maybe they want some more exposure to understand. And 100%, absolutely, she will sit down with them and do that. I could also sit down with them as well,
Great.
if her schedule is too busy. But regardless or not, we would definitely walk them through it. Now, the
Awesome.
also I wanted to highlight. So our grant is through Workforce. So Workforce is still a provider at Ocean County College. Our grant goes through Workforce. So all these programs are offered through the Workforce. So we just give the financial backing for the assistance, but our grant does end in 2 years. So that's one of the things, unless we are able to pick up another grant. But in the meantime, so I always tell people that are interested to do it as first come first served type of thing, like try and get it out the way, because we do not know if we'll have the re-up to give that back. And because $5,500, $3,000, $2,000 is a lot of money. Um,
Hmm.
so if you can cut that, because if you can cut that in half or get 80% of that covered, it's mutually beneficial for both parties.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Definitely. Um, does anyone else have any questions for Darrell? Okay, thank you so much. I so appreciate the time. Keep us posted if there are any updates or anything. But I do have the presentation along with all the flyers and your contact. So I'll put that in with the recording. And if anything changes, just keep us posted.
You froze?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
good.
said
Okay.
I have all of the info that you sent me, so I'll include that in the email. But if anything changes with the program or if there's anything new, just keep us updated.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you
Thank,
for your time. I appreciate it.
thank you so much, and everyone have a great day.
You as well.